Ain't never falling off. Yeah, I keep the racks now. I'm ballin' like the Hawk. Racks in the pack now. Shit, they yelling touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Ain't never falling off. Yeah, I keep the racks now. I'm ballin' like a Hawk. Racks in the pack now. Shit, they yelling touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Touchdown, shit, I'm still ballin' on them, yeah, still ballin' on them, yeah, still ballin' on them, ain't never fallin' off, yeah, I keep no racks now, and I'm ballin' like a Hawk, racks in the pack now, shit, they yellin' touchdown, shit, I'm still ballin' on them, yeah, still ballin' on them, yeah, still ballin' on them, yeah.
Let me play it easy, play with me, chopper suit, nigga, heat on me, I'm really from the A, yeah, you see it in me. Trey Young, I was born for that. Know the nigga cold with the motherfucking cooking on the stove. Yeah, the nigga going crazy, yeah, I'm rocking that them show. I'm 1,000 for life, gotta keep it in the east street. Nigga play with me, like to make it go easy. I'm the one that really bout to cut this shit just like karate. Nigga really know what poppin'. I'm a player, I keep some options, get some money, keep it poppin'. Bitches know that how we rockin'. Number one trending toppin', I'm the one that she be toppin'. Wear white or the gold, cause you know this shit go. Man, how this shit go. Man, really got it, yo. Man, don't put it on my soul. Nigga, turn this shit so glow. Nigga, gotta get it in, nigga. One day we go.
Ain't never fallin' off. Yeah, I keep the racks now. I'm ballin' like the Hawk. Racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Ain't never fallin' off. Yeah, I keep
mic check, mic check, mic check.
I'm ballin' like a Hawk. Racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Yeah, I keep the racks now. And I'm ballin' like the Hawk. Racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still.
What's good, fella? What's good? It's your boy Demond in the building, man. We Talk Hawks TV. We Talk Hawks daily. Hey, the last 30 minutes of the NBA trade deadline, the boy Ansi has been cooking. The latest thing is Zubac. Let's pull it up, man. Zubac been moved already. Zubac went to the Clippers. He went to the Pacers for Ben Mathurin and 2 first-round picks. 2 first-round picks, gang. 2 of them. Talk to me about it, man. That's expensive, man. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell y'all something that's crazy right now. You know what's crazy? What's crazy is, let me drop the link. Y'all know how we get down up here. If you're new to the channel, y'all know when y'all come here, this is an open channel for fans of the Atlanta Hawks. All you got to do, follow the link. Make sure you got your camera on. You know, you got to have a camera. You got to have your face up here, dog. Can't hide behind nothing up here. You feel me? Have your camera on. And, hey, come up here and speak your piece. We do, last thing, if you didn't know, if you're new here, when it comes to coming up on the panel, members get priority. Members get priority. Feel me? So if you want to become a member, you want priority, you want to get up here, hey, become a member of the channel, man. Support support the channel. You feel me? I'm gonna drop the link. We're gonna finish chopping it up, man. Listen, bro. Hold on, let me drop the link real quick. Boom. The Pacers gave up a lot. Some of them need to keep their camera off. The homeboy Cujo out here wilding early today, man. Chris Haynes said the Pacers offered 2 first-round picks unprotected for Kessler, and the Jazz said no. Oh, look at that. Chris Haynes said the Pacers offered 2 first-round picks unprotected for Kessler, and the Jazz says no. But let me tell you something, though, Rocco. You know what's so crazy? You know what's crazy about that? We don't even got to do that. We can just wait till the offseason. He a restricted free agent, and we can see how much they love Kessler. Okay, we'll see how much they love Kessler when you go up there and you drop 30 mil per year. Okay, we got the homeboy Jack. What's good, RJ? What's good, Jack? How y'all feeling, man?
Hey,
What
man.
up?
What's happening? First things first, man. I'm glad we did not do that Zubac deal. That was a lot higher than what I was willing to give from the Hawks. I don't know about y'all. That was way too rich for my blood, man.
I'd have gave it up. I would have.
I would not have gave that up for him, man. I'm sorry.
So 2 first and a young player.
Yeah. Would not
I'd have done it. I think like Ricochet or Kongwu, and then in 2 firsts, I'd have done it. I'd have sent it. What, like the Cleveland pick and one of the futures?
No, I think they definitely would have taken that. The Cleveland pick wouldn't have been enough, man. I think that you would have had to give up the Cleveland pick and plus that Pelicans pick and a young player. I don't think they would have took anything less than.
At least the way that it read with the protections, at least what Sham said, I could have read it wrong, but I think it's protected like 1 through 4, and then like I don't know, like it's odd. It's like 16 through 30, so like it has to fall between 5 or 15 for it to convey the first year.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. Why?
It's like double protected. Yeah.
Why
I think that's
that?
how it reads.
Like they really didn't have to get off Zubac right now. I believe they could have got a better deal
in the offseason, probably.
Yeah, but you know what, man? Truth be told, I think a lot of teams are putting a lot of stock in this upcoming draft, man. I think when you seeing all these guys moving around like they are, I think this draft
I'm putting a lot of stock into it too.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man. When you talk about Boozer, DeBanster, Peters, bro, these dudes are cold, man.
Caleb Wilson.
Yeah, Caleb Wilson. There's the new kid, Rasheed Fleming out of Texas.
Fleming, your top guard prospect right now,
bro.
I mean, outside of
I think a lot of teams are putting a lot of stock in these upcoming players, and I think that's why we haven't been seeing a lot of picks moving either. Because teams are like, bro, I see some high potential, and teams want to be a part of this draft, man, with these young guys, man. But hey, man, I like what Ansi's done so far, man. I don't know about you guys, man, but I love what Ansi's doing, man. I think Ansi is keeping his board open for even bigger moves. He's not tying us down to anybody. So I like that aspect of it.
Well, my thought is this, man. What I'm looking at so far is Ansi, he looked like he's getting value for expiring deals, players he wasn't going to keep anyway after the season. He wasn't going to keep KP after this year. You wasn't going to keep
Luke
Kennard after this year. So why not get something in return? You get the 2nd round pick for Luke Kennard. I know people say a 2nd round pick, but as we've seen, teams have put together 2, 3, 4, 5 2nd round picks and made stuff happen in deals. Yeah. You also got Porzingis going out for Kuminga, which I mean it's a win-win for the Hawks. You wasn't bringing Kuminga back anyway. Heck, we don't even know how many more games he was gonna play.
Yeah, and here's my thing with Kuminga. This is low risk but high reward. So Kuminga can literally come in here, ball out, and it's like, oh damn, But if he doesn't, hey, we can move off of him. No big deal. He go get it somewhere else. So I like when my team is taking risks like that. When we're not just saying, oh man, we're gonna go all in. Like, nah, you come over here, you can prove it. If Kuminga believes that he's worth what he is, he'll ball out when he gets here. So, and if he does it, hey, we don't lose nothing.
And it's a team option at that. So I mean,
yes, sir. So
I mean, you still got, as Ansi say, you still got options. I mean, Kuminga could hoop and get you, and you could flip him if you wanted to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If a deal, I mean, listen, I can get crazy and dream and say, Kuminga come here. Let's say he averaged 17 between, let's say 15, let's say between 15 and 20, right? On good shooting. Hey, you might be able to flip him for another first round pick in the 26th draft if you think the 26th draft holding like that.
Hey, dude, I'm here to tell you this draft is holding like that, man. I've been watching the NCAA and all that, man. This draft is cold, man. This is gonna be one of the best drafts in recent memory. So, you know, like I said, man, I think, but again, that's why I was saying earlier, a lot of teams are not willing to get up off these picks, man, because they see the potential in this draft, man. And like my boy Jack say, man, I like the Banster, I like Peterson, I like Boozer, I like Fleming, bro. You can't.
I don't even see, bro. To be honest, you can't even if stuff fall into place like we think it is. At worst, you can't go wrong in the top 4.
You can't.
You really can't go wrong, talent wise. Not talking about a fit or anything, but talent wise, you can't go wrong in the top 4. You know what I'm saying? If we end up in the top 4, which I'm waiting for the Bucks to get off Giannis so they can go ahead and crash out, finish the season crashing out.
Now I don't know if this is true or not, but people have been talking about that the Bucks are kind of trying to get Ja Morant. Is that any truth to that? Or
that was a rumor that they was trying to put a Morant deal together. I couldn't tell between the way they worded it. I couldn't tell if they meant to trade Giannis for Morant or trading for Morant to add with Giannis. I couldn't figure out the wording that I read. I was like, which one are they doing?
It's a lot of mixed reports saying that the Bucks are not looking to trade Giannis, but as we've seen this year, man, if the right deal comes across the board, I think anybody would jump on it, man.
Bro, listen, they don't really have. Listen, the Bucks are doing just like the Hawks. They're gonna have to get rid of them soon. You just what's the saying? You delaying the inevitable,
right?
Like, they don't have nothing to build around him with.
Yeah,
I mean, Miles Turner, Bobby Portis, you got them right now. That's not working.
Yeah.
So I mean, they don't have assets. That's why they want all these picks and young players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, long as the Atlanta Hawks don't help their ass out.
No, we don't need to help the Bucks do nothing. We need them to be trash for the next 2 to 3 years. Trash.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting. I want to finish this last 30 minutes, man, and see what y'all think about hold up. The big man situation in Atlanta. Okay. The big man situation in Atlanta. Are you comfortable? Okay, let me holler at the boy Jack. Are you comfortable with the Hawks going what they got now, right? Focusing on playing hard, getting better, and going after a big man in a draft or free agency?
I'm of the opinion that they should. I mean, since they're kind of in a asset, like getting assets pick wise, that seems to be where the Ansi's head's at. I think flipping OO right now in these next 15 minutes probably makes the most sense because he's probably like the most attractive player that we have under contract that wouldn't be ridiculous to trade right now.
Yeah.
Just because he's playing really. I mean, I know he had his recent facial injury where he knocked like 3 teeth out or whatever, but like, to some contending level team, like, I mean, I feel like the Spurs could use him. I feel like the Thunder could probably use him, especially if they're trying to get off iHeart. I'd like to take iHeart back, something like that. You know, trying to flip him for something. You know,
You know what?
that seems smart. But at least with Lando, you know, that was a good little buy low move. He's been here before. He's got size. But
you know what else I think he bring, Jack?
What was that?
Yeah, I don't think let me just say it like this: that I don't think a Kongwu, Koloko, and Moji bring. I think that Landale he brings a toughness. You know what I'm saying?
He's a physical player. Yeah,
he looked like a guy who gonna go. He's gonna, you know, body you up. He not gonna. When I saw Sengun just push Moji and Koloko out the way with minimum effort, I was like, yeah, we got a problem. I don't think that's something you can do against a Landale. Yeah,
see, like that's where, you know, I would have took.
I thought you weren't even there. That's why I bring you on earlier.
No, you good, man. I'm just on the.
I mean, you know, if we could have gotten to that Zubac sweepstakes, that wouldn't have been bad. You know, I would have liked
I believe the
Zubac.
Hawks was in it, but I mean, at the end of the day,
they overpaid.
Bro, that's a lot.
I don't know. Zubac is good, man.
Zubac is not. He's not. I'm gonna give up.
But Jay, before you get your opinion, Jay, did you see the protections on the pit?
Yeah, but it's very possible that you know they're not. They can finish fourth and get jumped by one team, and they're sitting in the fifth pick in the draft. They can sit pick 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 2031, like you're gonna send an you don't even know where you're gonna be at in 2031, and you send in 2029 plus Ben Mathurin.
Well, I mean,
I told you was available.
I think for the Pacers, like that pick likely is gonna be pretty bad. Like at least the way that I looked at it, it seemed like the pick that they get this year is more than likely going to be a lottery pick, and then the pick that they get later should hypothetically be bad. So like
now, Jack and Jay, let me ask you this: were the Pacers just kind of thinking in the mindset of we're going to get our superstar guard back, and they were willing to get off of that type of pick, and they're probably thinking we're not going to be picking that high because we're getting our guard back.
Yeah. When? In 2030, in 2029?
No, I'm just saying when they did the trade for Zubac, when they did the trade.
No, but that's my point. Like, okay, listen. They traded this year's pick. If it's 5, basically the pick lands between 5 to 9. If they land 5 to 9, the Clippers get that pick in a loaded class. That's for Zubac. And if they don't convey it this year, it's 2031. Straight up unprotected. 2029, straight up unprotected. And you gave up Ben Mathurin. That's not a good trade. There's no calculus on that. Like that is we're desperate to add a big man. And they knew that we were desperate to add a big man. But instead of just walking away, we were that determined to get the big man. So I mean, cool. I hope it work out for him.
Hey man, shout out to Odyssey for not falling for it though.
It to me,
they just
like for them
everybody.
especially, it's like giving Halliburton exactly what he needs to go back to the finals. Because like that's essentially what they missed, is that like they need that physical guy down there in the paint that can take care of all them damn wings in the East and in the West whenever they get there.
But they had a stretch. They had Miles Turner, that was 5 out. Like this.
And I mean they still got what's his name to play 5 out.
I like
that they got right now.
So I'm not going to be negative on Zubac, but I just think that what you gave up to get Zubac is like, bro, y'all not like they gave up more to get Zubac than teams are giving up to get Jaren Jackson, Desmond Bain. Like, yes.
They didn't give up more.
They just gave up. Yes, they gave up way more quality picks.
They gave up one quality pick more than likely. Now I understand the other one's unprotected, but I mean by 2029,
how do you know where the Pacers are going to be in 2029 or 2031?
Because all their contracts are 3 and 4 year deals. Everybody's still going to be on that team. That's good.
How many years away is 2029 and 2031?
3 and 4.
3 and 5 is 2026. We don't even know. It's sports. Things change very fast in a season or two. So you don't know where they're gonna be at. They don't know where they're gonna be at in 2031, or in 2029.
And I mean, just going historically, the Pacers have never been a net like.
And here's the thing, right? Here's the thing: Zubac isn't even an all-star.
I mean, he's like a top 5, top 10.
I put that in I put that in one of them chats I'm in. I said I can't give up 2 first for now.
You can't do that. Like this NBA, man, unless you're
you got to
getting
be
a bona fide
very
star.
your moves
You
got to
can't
be
give up that many
very,
picks.
very calculated, because one bad move, I had you close to that apron and happened to blow stuff up. You know what I'm saying?
I.e. DeJounte Murray trade.
But that's what the Pacers did just now with Mathurin, though, is that they reset that contractual timeline, because Zubac is on like a 3-4 year deal.
Which is hilarious what the Pacers did, because they could have just kept their championship team together. Why they didn't just give Miles Turner the 20-some million? Because that's what
they tried. Yeah, they tried to get him at 20
around
million.
what, 18,
They tried to.
Million?
They didn't get Miles Turner. They didn't want to give Miles Turner $4 more million to stay.
Well, I mean, essentially what the Pacers are doing is exactly what we should have done with Trey when he was here: is squeeze the role players and pay your stars.
Yeah.
And they pretty much just
exactly what the
did
Hawks
that
did.
with
They
Mathurin.
paid the stars.
Mathurin's looking for the bags.
We paid
the stars.
Well,
they paid the stars and everyone around.
I mean, we paid the star.
Hey, how did
but we didn't squeeze the role players. Like, I mean, we gave John Collins a 5-year $125. We gave Bogey
the owner did it, man. I mean,
okay,
well, I know, but
I
mean, you know, that's just the two differences in the front office. That's why the Pacers know how to win.
Here's the thing on John Collins, right?
I feel you on that. I feel you.
5 years, they gave him 5 years flat 125, so they did squeeze him because he didn't get increases. So his percentage of the cap went down every single season.
He shouldn't have got that.
Yeah, but
it's kind of hard.
He also gave Dre
it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard.
4 for 100, whatever.
But no, I like the first offer that Travis Schlenk gave. It was like 4 for 90. That's why
it was like 4 for 90, or it was like 5 for 110. So he ended up making himself 15 minutes more.
I would have stood there because I'm gonna be real. I'm a John Collins fan. I like John Collins.
I like JC.
But at the end of the day, he was not worth what the owner gave him, and the owner jacked us up. We could have took that money and done something else with it. You know what I'm saying?
We could have, but that's a hard call to make fresh off a conference finals run.
Well, that's what happened when you let non-basketball executives make basketball decisions. That's the same thing that happened with the Murray deal.
That's a very hard call to make after a conference finals run.
No, it's not. It's a very easy call because your general manager, who was fresh from Golden State, gave him his first offer at $4.90 million.
Before the season,
you supposed to trust the people you hire, and he know more basketball than Tony Wrestler.
Yeah,
but I don't even want to talk about that because that's
what I'm saying, bro.
I was gonna give a take on the big situation, but I'll go after RJ.
Go ahead, RJ.
My take on the big situation, man, it is definitely something that has to be rectified, obviously. But I mean, for where they're at right now, I think it's serviceable. I think Jay, you talked about it. His numbers were comparable to one of the other guys we were looking at that's more of a starter. So I'm not gonna just crap on it. And Onyeka, I think he'll be back soon. So I'm cool with the big situation for right now. I think that'd be a situation you rectify more so in the offseason. And no, I don't want a draft pick because I agree with you, Jay. I do think it takes bigs about 3 to 4 years to develop. I think you could go in free agency, and I'm with Demond. Go offer Walker Kessler the bag and bring him on in.
I just need a hammer, man. That's all I need.
I don't know if
I'm
we're
tired
going
of
to
the undersized 5. I want
a
hammer.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get they're saying they want them. They want to keep
we'll see what Utah probably going to do is they're probably going to extend. They're probably going to extend Kessler and wait to pay Keontae another year. Same thing they just did with Kessler this year. But like I said, I see Walker Kessler as the starting center for the Atlanta Hawks for the next 5 years. So I don't mind. At 24 years old, he fit my timeline. He's from the area, right? I don't mind trying to price Utah out. I would give him something around between 25-30 million. And price Utah out. Yeah, he a 24-year-old big man.
I mean, he is. But man, I can just give iHeart, 4 for 20, 4 for 15.
iHeart and Mitch Robinson, those bids gonna all be 25 or more, in my opinion.
I don't think so.
I mean, I made 25 in this last, or I'm pretty sure on this year's deal he makes like 24.9 or something
And
like that.
And how old is he?
30, 29,
well,
30.
I can get a set. I can get you, Jack.
See, I heard, but see, I
do like 4 for 80, 4 for 80, something like that.
I heard got that money before the rules changed, and that's the reason why they put some options.
But right now, the bigs
for a situation just like this.
Premium right now, Jay. Bigs are premium.
They're not. No. The big man position is the deepest in the league. They're a dime a dozen. It really just comes down to
bigs are a premium because that's why they going for 2 first-round picks.
No, they went. This particular one went for 2 first-round picks.
Right, because we want a good big man. We don't want some.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, and I mean, Landale kind of fits the mold of big man that I want. I just want a gritty guy, sets good screens, and does dirty work. That's it.
That's how I feel about
give me that Steven Adams prototype. That's what I want.
Landale, is he a legit 6'11", 6'10"?
Yeah, he is. He's
not a fake one, right? Not in shoes. He's sick. He's right.
Nah, he plays to his size. Now, is he the most skilled guy in the world? No, but you know.
I mean, at this point,
here's how I feel about the big situation tomorrow.
To be honest, but it is good that he can shoot the 3 decently. You know what I'm saying?
I heard 27. My bad.
Oh, he 20. Okay. Well, I mean, listen, if Ahart asking for 30, I can get Kessler 30.
I don't think Ihart's gonna. If he gets declined for 30, man,
I'm thinking like 4. I'm thinking like 4 years, 80 mil, 4 years, 75 mil,
obviously,
somewhere in there.
You got to see what the market is. But the thing with Kessler is, if I want Kessler, I have to price Utah out.
That's true.
That's why I got to price Utah out, right?
But I mean, doesn't Utah have a good sizable chunk of change going into? I mean, I know the Jaren trade probably changes the math a little bit. But.
Yeah, but that's why I said Utah might wait to extend Keontae George to extend Kessler. I don't. If they extend Keontae, that will no, because never mind. Because if they extend Keontae, that money will be in for another year. So sooner or later they will have to come off somebody because they got Lauri Markkanen at 49. Triple J starts at 45 next season. Extend Kessler. Let's call Kessler. Let's say 30, since that's what your good big man going for right now. And the young fella Keontae George gonna be at 30. So unless Utah want to go into the first April, you're gonna have 4 guys. You're gonna have a very top heavy roster where the money at. You know what I'm saying?
But they got
I guess it also varies based on who the head coach is next year too. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming it's still going to be Snyder, but it also doesn't seem like that's a big top tier priority for him.
So look, this how I see the bigs though. You got Onyeka. I've always said if you have the big man position to me, most of them ain't game changers. So to me personally, I just think the center position around the league has gotten to a point where it's really by committee, and you might have one dynamic big. We already have that in Jalen Johnson. If you consider him, he's like a combo forward. So you're really looking for bigs that can play next to him. You got Onyeka. They were looking at Gafford, but there's really, statistically at least, and by the eye test, honestly, Landale is having a much better season this year than Daniel Gafford. And Daniel Gafford is owed $18 million, and Landale is making $2 million. Just one's expiring, one's not. So
Landale was a good move.
Landale was one of those sneaky good moves. So if people were high on Gafford, I know people want the bigger name player, but it's really for the first round, they wanted a first round pick for Gafford. They didn't have the desperation to trade him. Now you got Landale.
Just overarching moves for us. Like what have we made? 5 trades so far?
We made 8 trades.
Trey, KP, Kennard, you got
Landale. And is that Gabe Vincent. So 5? 5. Yeah. That's right. Okay. So to me,
hold up. Kennard, you got Kennard for who? You got Landale for who?
No, he was Cash.
You got off KP.
And Landale might play tonight, y'all. So is Onyeka. Onyeka was at practice.
And Buddy Hield. I'm missing some, and you got Gabe. Wait, no, I just said Kennard. Damn.
Yeah, you got Gabe Vincent.
It's 4 or 5. 4 or 5.
So this is a good one. I've been keeping track of it, Demond. They sent out Trey. It's an all totality thing now since we're past the trade deadline. They've sent out Trey. They've sent out KP, Luke Kennard, Vit Krejci, and in return they've gotten back CJ McCollum, Corey Kispert. They got Kuminga, Buddy Hield back, Gabe Vincent back, and Jock Landale. So they turned those dudes into 6 spots.
Yeah. Which I mean, I'd say like of the moves that we made, like if I was just putting like on a 10 scale, we'll say on each move, Trey, don't love it. I mean, look, I get we're getting expiring money for CJ and all that, and Kispert will be a decent rotational piece, but not getting at least 1 second to me, terrible. But I'll say that one probably like a cool 3 out of 10. Don't love it, whatever. Lando, good move. That's a solid 7 out of 10 move right there. You didn't spend you spent Kobe Buffkin's contract to get Lando.
Yep.
We'll take that. That's not that fits a need. But then outside of that, honestly, I kind of like the Kennard trade. I'll also throw a cool little 7 out of 10 on that one.
But it's nothing that Buddy Hield is doing that Kennard does. You got a second round pick.
I love it, man. Honestly, got
and now the KP. Yeah, we'll see. Honestly, it just kind of depends on what. It just kind of depends on like how long we retain Kuminga.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack, what I would tell you, though, is don't look at it. The deadline moves don't happen. It's really like how I described it. You sent 4 dudes out and you got the 6. So I get they happen at different times, but you got to look at it as the totality of the picture.
Hey,
so overall, I give it a 7.
Let me respond to the homeboy Larry. Larry with the $5. I have a question. Does Zach stay in rotation? We go Dyson, Zach, JJ, Kuminga. I guess I really don't want. I believe that Kuminga going to be coming off the bench.
Yeah,
that's what I believe.
You know what's crazy?
Probably
you're gonna have Dyson, Zach, JJ, Double O, and I'm unsure. Wait, hold on. I said Dyson. Oh, and no. So we should still have the same starting 5.
It's just your bench pieces
But your bench is going to be high-powered offense. Kuminga, McCollum. You're gonna have Landale. You're gonna have Mo G for defense. I'm missing something, and you're gonna have Corey Kispert. So your bench, the second unit, gonna be on fire.
Bro, Demond, what did I say yesterday? Because Jalen makes $30 million, you should have 9 to 10 starting caliber players on this roster. You should be as deep as possible. You don't need guys like Mo Gay no more. Get real players.
Listen,
get real players.
Well, you always need your little $2 million guy.
Right. I mean, you do when you are up against it on the cap, but like, bro, the Hawks have so much space. It's like,
do I think Mo G is a lot?
Demond, we totally forgot about the Krejci deal.
I said and talked about that. You got 5 second round picks back.
I didn't say Vic.
Yeah. Which I mean, honestly, I will say I didn't love trading Vic. Now I get selling high on him because he was playing all right. I mean, I know he struggled as of late, but now he did have a pretty valuable contract.
And Jack, you have to.
We needed the picks. We needed those picks.
That's true.
Second round picks. We had none after we made that Sadiq Bey trade for 5 of them. Like second round picks are sweeteners. We had no sweeteners. In years because we gave them all away for Sadiq Bey for years.
Remember that team wanted Vic Krejci. They talked about that. They
wanted him.
Portland called Atlanta, didn't it?
Just like the Lakers called the Hawks about Luke Kennard, and they said, "Okay, give us a second round pick."
Hey, listen. If you need a specialist in the NBA, you call the Atlanta Hawks, baby. We got him.
I feel Jack though, because you know what? When I saw the little Vic picture on Twitter, I got a little sad. I'm like, damn.
Well, I mean, shit. What he made? What $4 mil per year? Like that's a damn good deal for what he does.
Bro, you don't need, bro. Listen. You got to at some point the bargain bin shopping. For where we were, it made sense because y'all know I love me some money ball. When you had Trey and all that other money on the books, Murray, he was a great contract for where our books were 2 years ago. But now that you've gotten off of Trey and that $50 million, you don't need these bargain bin players like Vit and Mo G no more. It's like now you get in the summer, All this money's coming out the books. Go get real rotation pieces.
You know, it's interesting because, like,
right?
to me, Jay, like, kind of what you were saying for like Jalen making 30 mil being the top player on the roster right now.
Yeah, no one should make more than him.
Like, I do agree. Like, because I mean, obviously, like, our starting five probably won't change that much outside of maybe one new starter next year, but like outside of that. You know, like majority of our bench pieces, like, I mean, I think there is still a little bit of value in having that kind of depth on the third. I mean, especially given our health.
But those dudes should be rookie contract players, not
Hold
like
on.
But I mean, you know, we do have two first.
Let me read this real quick. My boy Mora. If y'all ain't tapped in, make sure y'all go tap into Mora's YouTube channel, man. Jamal the Creative, big time YouTuber. None of this matters unless you get the right coach in place. Zach isn't getting any development out of this coach. He needs to be fired next.
But it's not gonna happen.
Hey,
it's not gonna happen. Hey, Demar, you know what I was thinking about earlier today?
Hold on, Jay. Let me
go ahead.
Hold on. Let RJ go real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, RJ.
Let me say this about Zach, bro. Bro, listen. Development starts with the player, bro. Listen, we don't need you to develop on the floor. That's something you got to take care of in the off season, man. If we want Zach, I want Zach to play more. But if he's not putting in the work on the off season, then you're not gonna see the floor, man. Like the player has to do that on his own time. That's not like the coach can put you in positions and things like that. But we need the player. Zach gonna have to put in the work, man. He gonna have to put in the work when he's in France, when he's not playing with the Hawks. He's gonna have to develop on his own. Like that's just a fact, man. Quinn is doing what he can do by putting him on the court, but when it comes to developing, Zach is going to have to do that on his own.
But RJ, when they speak about that, when they mention Quinn, what they're saying is you have to let him go out there and play through mistakes. You ever notice every time he does a good play, he come out the game?
Yeah,
you never noticed that?
I have noticed that.
But the last game, RJ, he got. First of all, he didn't even touch the ball for the first 14 possessions. When he touched the ball, it was a steal. He go down the court, dunk it, took him out the game. Then his other time he came out, they swing it to him. He hit a three. He took him out the game. Like, let that. Now, let me add this. Let me add this. I don't know, and maybe somebody up here knows, somebody in the chat. I don't know if Zach is on the real minutes restriction. You know,
that's what I was just getting ready to say. I believe he might be on the minutes restriction due to the back injury he suffered.
Well, he just came back off the knee.
Right. And so that's why I'm saying I think they might just be taking it slow with him, because I don't agree with the narrative that Quinn doesn't like him. I don't agree with the narrative that the kid can't play but when people keep saying development, I'm just saying, bro, that's something a player has to do on their own.
Well, it pretty much go hand in hand. You could say 70% is on the player, but it doesn't matter how much you do in the off season if you're not playing in the games or you're not playing in certain moments of the game, right? Like it's the same thing for like Jalen Johnson. He's developing now, right? You saw him final moments of a game, had the ball, turned it over. But that's something. That's just stuff that's gonna come from experience,
right?
I mean, first of all, I don't even know why he was taking the ball out, but that's a different story.
And you have to remember too.
But
man,
hold up, RJ. I got a question for you. Moore got a question. He said, "How many off season did Cooper Flag have?"
But Cooper Flag, that's not a fair. That's not fair.
What RJ said.
That is the future captain of the NBA Olympic team.
Remember, Zach didn't come to a team where it was really bottom tier and we didn't have anybody. Okay.
Well, in the other part too with Coop, they tried to win with him at point guard.
So it's gonna be more difficult for him to get on the floor when you got so many people ahead of you. That's all I'm saying. I think Zach will develop just fine, bro. This is just year 2, man. Get exactly seasoning, man. Let him cook for a little while, man. I think the Hawks are cooking up something with him, man. And I think Quinn is the right guy, but I think y'all just need to give it a little bit more time, man. I think everybody rushes young players too fast, man. Not everybody's gonna come in and be LeBron James, man. We rush young players way too fast, man.
I mean, I see the skill.
I think Zach is fine, bro. He's playing enough. He's playing enough for where he is right now.
Zach, but I mean, I'm a Zach fan because I see the skill, I see the ability. You know what I'm saying?
I see the potential in the kid,
it's just unfortunate that usually your number one overall pick immediately is your number one guy, your franchise guy.
But you have to remember, we wasn't a traditional number one overall team.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I said, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, at the end of the day, man, hey, long's Quinn playing them. But here's another thing you got to add to that factor too. I think Quinn Snyder is trying to win games.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
as he should.
You know,
right. So I mean,
he's how many years into this? 4 years?
Yeah, I don't think Quinn Snyder is
going
to mortgage winning a game.
You got to start giving me results at some point.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, and I mean, you know, to be completely honest, because I think it was one of the super chat questions or whatever. But like to me, with the pieces in place, now obviously some of the expiring deals are going to fall off the books and they're not going to matter or whatever. But like majority of your like core foundational pieces here are, I mean, you know, outside of like the talent level of them, which I could speak on for 15 minutes if you wanted me to. They're very, very good in transition, and to me, that lends itself more so to getting a coach that'll really make these guys lock in on the defensive end, and then your offense just comes from transition. Like,
let me ask you this real quick, Jack. So, are you out on Quinn Snyder right now?
I think let me say it like this.
Let me say it like this. Would you replace Quinn Snyder this offseason?
Hold
on, let me add something else too. Would you replace Quinn Snyder this off season, and we drafted AJ Dybantsa?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, I would because I mean, I think like guys like Jalen, guys like Dyson. If Onyeka stays, obviously, if you added a Bansa or a Peterson or a whatever, to me, like it would make the game easier for them all if they would all just buy into a defensive head coach and then just go get your points in transition. Just play loose, free basketball like you're playing pickup. You know, because I mean, we're going to be a young team anyways. When you get out and you run and pick up, chances are you're going to get some easy buckets, along the way. And like to me, and even because I mean the last super chat question, Riche's is best when he's playing in transition. That's his best offensive self is when he's playing in transition. So like to me, if you could go poach a guy from like that Celtics tree or the Heat tree, that style of basketball, especially if you can get the guys to lock in on the defensive end, go get you an anchor in the paint that can kind of help with that. You'd be in a pretty good spot. But at least like with the way Quinn likes to play, I mean honestly, like he kind of needs a lead guard, and we don't have one of those anymore. Like that. Like every single stop of his tenure, the best offensive basketball comes from having a lead guard like a Donovan Mitchell or a Trae Young or something like that. Now, granted, if you get Peterson, not like that. Like now, look, if you get a Peterson, I can understand wanting to keep Snyder. I get it because he's the fun electric guard. You give him the ball, you let him run the offense, you let him grow. Snyder can work with that, but now if we're loading up on wing talent, I don't want Snyder because he doesn't lock in on the defensive end. He's never been a defensive coach, and like if you're going to get a Dybantsa, a Boozer, a Wilson, or a Pete or something like that, like I need a guy that's kind of had a history of developing good wings, like your Jimmy Butler and your Jason Tatum and your Jaylen Brown and, guys like that, even hell, Andrew Wiggins now taking on a second career with the Heat, playing pretty well. Like I want somebody like that, kind of spearheading, the new direction opposed to running it back with Quinn personally, but that's just me.
Yeah. Well, they go. Let me read the super chat. Then we'll go to more. My boy Mega Mike. Still don't love the trade return, but I'm not mad either. I just prefer picks. Overall, honestly, did solid his first trade deadline as our GM. I'm excited. You should be, man. I feel you. All right, more.
I had to jump in because I had to defend my Riche comment. I also ultimately feel like Ansi did a really good job with this trade deadline and just being patient and stuff and seeing how things work out. But as far as Riche is the moment Ansi came on that podcast and talked about we trying to get better is the moment that you need to prioritize developing these young guys. Like it don't make sense to me to draft 1 through 4 and still have Quinn Snyder here if he's not going to develop your first round pick that you had 2 years ago. Y'all, if you can see the trend of how it seems like Auncey's going, he's giving players that probably didn't have opportunities a chance, which means they're going to need playing time. He's looking for young talent, which means they're going to need playing time. There's no point in this process where you're starting a CJ McCollum or you're putting a CJ McCollum in place to take one of these young boys' minutes to help them learn how to develop. So I understand we're trying to win and develop at the same time, but like we probably would know, and I talked about this yesterday, we probably would know exactly what we had in Zach if we gave him the minutes these past 2 years. You know, we have an idea, but we still don't have an idea of what type of player he is. And we still won't, because he's still averaging 20, 22 points a game. So I hope that who we just acquired Warrior, I can't think of his name. Kuminga. I hope he get minutes and we can see what we can get out of him.
He's coming off the bench. Yeah, he's gonna be part of your second unit.
That trade doesn't make sense.
Do you trust your head coach to like? I mean, what if he comes in and plays way better than Zach?
That's cool, but he's not starting over Zach.
But what I'm saying is like he's young.
See, here's the thing, Mark. Here's the thing. The coach is trying to win games.
I understand that.
So the coach is not going to say, oh, you know what? This is a close game. Let me put this dude in here so he can get some experience. That's not Quinn Snyder not going to do that.
No, I understand that, DeMar, but that's extremely contradictory.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
No, it's not.
Just because here's the thing. Here's the thing.
They're not doing it how y'all want them to do.
Zach Minutes has not changed. But see, his minutes hasn't changed since we acquired these new guys. He still get the same minutes he was getting last year. He get the same minutes he was getting at the beginning of the season. His minutes don't change. Actually, I think they actually went up.
They did go up.
They actually went up, right? The issue is, I give you my opinion about the stuff. The issue is you got people who don't pass him the ball when he on the floor. That's one of your problems. In my opinion, shouldn't be Ricochet should be taking 19 shots, and Nikhil, who's supposed to be the sixth man anyway, should be getting 9 to 12 shots. That's my issue with it. The minutes are there for Zach. Zach is on the floor.
The minutes are there.
And then you got factor in that they don't draw up no plays for him, right? So I mean,
that's Quinn,
at the end of the day, it's like what Quinn said the other night when we had lost. He said they got to pass the ball.
Yeah, gotta stop being selfish.
There should be no player averaging or even close to the amount of minutes of Zachary Ricochet that got traded in this past trade deadline.
Preach.
Who does?
Is it? I haven't looked, but I'm saying there shouldn't be anyone that's averaging. If your long-term plan is to keep and develop this player, Luke Kennard should never have a night where he's averaging more minutes than Zach.
He doesn't average more minutes than Zach.
I'm saying like, it doesn't make like you can't do
or anybody.
Y'all not making sense.
The only person who averaged more minutes than Zach.
You don't understand. That's why it don't make sense.
But the only person who probably averaged close to the minutes as Zach is McCollum, and I'm gonna tell you why. Is because McCollum he's your guy off the
sixth starter.
He plays starter minutes because he's one of your best scorers, right? But once again, even adding CJ McCollum with his minutes, Zach minutes is not affected.
Thank you.
It's not affected by him. Now, what has affected Zach minutes? Let's see. He's been on minutes restriction. He's on minutes restriction coming off that knee injury. That's what they say. Last year, he was on minutes restriction. I don't know why, but guess what, More? You know what? When he was playing 21 minutes a night, it was only 2 people complaining about it. Nobody else was complaining.
That's a lie.
Else cared. No, it's not a lie.
It was
Mike. Hey, DeMar.
Hold up. It was Mike and Matt coming up here day one.
We've been
wondering. See, here's the thing. Mike and Matt was up here day one saying, why is this dude only playing 21 minutes? Day one. But nobody else cared. You know why? Because you had Trae Young, you had these other guys, right? Now that Ansi came out, because guess what? I didn't hear nobody at the beginning of the season say, you know what? We need to increase Zach minutes. Nobody said that beginning of the season.
Yes, we did.
Here's my thing. It doesn't matter because
they were complaining about Veet playing.
We didn't know what the direction of the team was.
We say, well,
even if nobody said anything about that,
never played more minutes than Zach.
But
yes, he did.
They played the same amount of minutes, but Veet just got the close.
Dude, Veet closed.
No.
But that's not the same as playing more minutes than the guy.
Pull up the minutes played per game.
They played the same amount of minutes.
Veet was averaging around the same amount of minutes of Zach. 20. Zach got 24 minutes a game. Veet got 20 minutes a game. So
they would have just reshuffled it, right?
Here's the thing. One, Zach played more minutes. Two, who was shooting better from the field? That's when Vic was on the heater.
He couldn't miss.
That's when Vic was on the heater. And guess what? Soon as Vic got cold more, he gone.
But what I'm saying to you is, for one, they shouldn't be averaging the same minutes
at all.
That's the problem.
They don't average the same minutes, Mora. Because guess what?
Minutes compared to 24 minutes.
Mora, I want you to do this. I want you to do this. I want you to do this. You just said Vic played 20 minutes.
Vic played 22.
And how many minutes
did played 20?
No, and how many minutes did Zach play?
24.
Now I want you to go and look from Christmas to now. When Vic Krejci goes cold from 3, and watch those minutes from Vic Krejci go like this, right? The reason Vic was playing those many minutes because he couldn't miss. He was on a heater. That's why.
Zach got hurt.
What was Zach shooting from 3 at the beginning of the season? He was shooting like shit, and he was still on the floor.
But Devon, I understand what Dyson
was shooting. Dyson was shooting like crap, and they still allowed Dyson.
But Dyson does different things. Dyson does different things.
So Dyson,
listen, see, Wonder.
You're not understanding.
Zach
does do different things. Jay is a better defender than Veet, and is a better defender than Luke Kennard. So my thing is, I understand what you're saying, Devon. I understand what happened. What I'm saying to you is, if you prioritize development, you put in a Dyson who can't shoot from 3, and you live with the results. You got to do the same thing with Veet.
With Zach.
Or with Zach. I mean, can't just have him playing 20, 24. That doesn't make sense.
I get it. Basically what you're saying more is you wanted Zach to close. Everybody, we get it. Everyone wants to play more.
You can't set a goal.
Do you get it?
Like you're setting a half.
Yeah, I get it, but I've explained to you why he wasn't closing.
We understand why. We're saying that doesn't make any sense.
It's all I'm saying is
trying to develop.
Don't make sense.
Okay, well, can I say something real quick, Amon? Because I'm about to hop off.
Later when you have Zach.
Go ahead, Jay.
Okay, look, I'm going to tell y'all, I love when I can come on here for months and tell y'all exactly what we're doing, and y'all still don't understand it. I love when I can come on here and listen to so many people on this panel right now talk about there's no moves coming, this ain't happening, and big moves happen. So for once, I need y'all to understand the Hawks are going to be fine. There are going to be enough minutes for everybody to play. They might not play as much as you want them to, but everybody, even Jonathan Kuminga, got 25 to 30 minutes that he can play for us off the bench. Y'all have to get out of your minds who starts and who closes and see how impactful these guys are in the minutes that they do play. And it's Quinn's job to figure out which 5 give him the best chance to win it at the end. And it's probably not going to be any different than the 5 you've seen between Onyeka, Jalen, Dyson, and CJ. So when y'all get that through your minds, and now y'all realize that we're a deeper team for the other 45 minutes of the game, you will see the vision, and y'all can stop crying about it. But I just love when I come on here and I tell you who's going to get traded, who's getting moved all year, and the kinds of moves that make sense. And it happens exactly how I say it does.
No,
so y'all have a good one. I will see y'all after the game.
You thought Ja was going to have a better deal.
Ja didn't even reshuffle some contracts.
Exactly. All we did was reshuffle some contracts.
Hey man, I have been telling y'all, KP, Trey, I told y'all, man, you gave Ansi $80 million all year. The same 3-4 dudes I've been talking about all year. So you give him $80 million, he can fix the roster.
How many times we've heard that the last few decades about, hey, man, we just need the money and the flexibility, and we don't do nothing with it.
Yes, this team is way better than the one before it. So y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all after the game.
Yeah, man.
All right, Jay. I think we straight.
Can I say?
I don't have no complaints on Zachary Richardson minutes right now. Okay, like I told people, like last year, Quinn was trying to win games. It was unfortunate for Zach that we was the number 1 pick because we were not your normal team that picks first overall to where that player immediately becomes your franchise guy. When we draft Zach, we already had a franchise guy, right? We already had 2 guys better than Zach, in Jalen Johnson and Trae Young. So so right now, honestly, just came out. He said we going younger. So what we need to be watching is after the All-Star break. That's when you should see a lot of this youth stuff. You should see way more Zachary Richardson after the break. Once they set these players, get everything done, because we're no longer really competing for nothing. Maybe trying to make the play-in so we get to the playoffs. But with Zachary Richardson at this moment right now, I don't really have an issue with how he is being developed by the coach. My issue is, why don't the players pass him the ball? That's all of them. Jalen Johnson, why he ain't passing the ball? We don't pass, period. Right?
CJ,
why he on the floor, they don't get him the ball. That's a concern for me. But his minutes is not a concern for me right now. What's good, C Wonder? And then we go to Mary.
Here's the thing. I hate that Jay left because it was funny. He wanted to say he was right about everything. He said that Ja Morant at the deadline was going to get a better deal with Trae. Save
it for the night. He'll be up here on the post-game live show.
Anyway, but here's my thing. I remember Jack was talking about it. I like the Kennard trade because I'm a big Gabe Vincent fan. He's a veteran. He's a guy that came from the Heat culture. He's been in the finals. He's been in the playoff hunts. So I think he's going to do great developing this young group and knowing how to grind because he's an undrafted guy that had to work from nothing to get to where he was. So he knows how to get – he's going to help these guys a lot. I like the V. Krejci trade as much as I hate to see him go. You got 2 second-rounders. That's a great deal. I like the Jock Lindell trade because you gave the cash considerations. Even though I jokingly said it was a bandage on a bullet hole, I said it's still something. But it's funny. The 2 trades, obviously, that I disagree with, and the one feeds into the other is this. I understand y'all like Kuminga. He's got a lot of skills, but there's a reason why Steve Kerr benched his butt many times because of 2 reasons. One, he wasn't a good defender. He didn't know how to switch proper. He didn't know how to do his rotations proper. And we have an organization that doesn't do good at switching properly and doing good on rotations. So he's going to compound that more. The other thing about Kuminga is he's an ISO scorer. He's not an off-ball shooter. He doesn't shoot threes very well. He's streaky. He needs to have the ball in his hands to be effective. We already have 3 of those in Naw, CJ, and JJ. So that even compounds that more, which is why I'm worried about Zach like Mora, because he's going to be probably splitting minutes with Zach. And Ansi really likes Kuminga, and I guarantee you Quinn likes Kuminga too. So Zach might be the odd man out, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets traded in the offseason. Because I don't think that they're in love with Zach as much as we are. I think they have buyer's remorse because you don't get Kuminga if you're not really wanting to see how he looks. He's 23 years old. To me, that's a dumb idea to just get a guy on a really half a season rental. And if he doesn't work, we'll just decline and leave him. That's just a waste. Number one, that's a waste of a first round pick because you had to give a first round pick to get KP here. And so you traded KP to get Kuminga. So that's a first round pick you wasted on just a rental. That's not good to me.
What was
the
KP?
other reason
let me stop you there. What was KP supposed to give you?
I'm saying you could have gotten
what?
Heck, you could have went to see if you could get Yves Measy. There's plenty of guys that were looking for centers that you could probably have gotten.
Okay, how do you know the Hawks have? How do you? Here's the thing when it comes to these deals, right? What we don't know is we don't know who the Hawks reached out to about Porzingis. We don't know. So you can't sit here and say we could have did. We don't know who they called.
I know that
right?
If the Golden State Warriors wanted KP,
what were you going to get? What were you going to? Or if you don't trade Porzingis, C Wonder, what were you going to get from Porzingis? Now he's playing.
I didn't say you shouldn't have traded him. Hold up, I didn't say you shouldn't have traded him. I'm fine with you trading him. It's what you got in return that I have a problem with.
But you got that.
Because what's Buddy Hield do? Unless you cut him.
The KP trade is a win-win for the Hawks.
Listen, I said that I'm fine. I said I'm fine with KP being traded. I got no problem.
Right.
My issue is what you got back in return. The same thing with the trade thing.
It's an amazing return. It's
not,
a win-win.
It's not, because if it don't work, no, it isn't. Let me. What happens
if Porzingis comes in?
Damon, if you could let me finish, I could explain why you wrong. Since you don't, I know you don't like being wrong.
Go ahead, and then I'm gonna tell you why I'm right. Go ahead.
Yeah, you could think you're right, but you're wrong. Here's the reason why. When it comes to Buddy Hield, we got plenty of shooters
right now.
All right, we can go war.
Go ahead.
Anyway, the thing about Buddy Hield is, I'll give you this: at least you could cut him and only have to pay him $3 million. But we already got plenty of shooters when we got CJ McCollum, Corey Kispert, and even Gabe Vincent who can shoot well too. We have we have a log jam in the wing department now. When you got Kispert, I would put Buddy Hield there. And
we don't play on the wing.
Well, he's technically still a wing. Like
we don't play him.
Put him in small forward.
We don't play him as a wing, so we don't.
All right. Well, still, I mean, you can play him as a wing in a pinch. The point is, I'm talking about where he is registered. He's also. But we don't play him
on the wing, so don't count him as a wing. You count him as a wing. We don't use him like that.
He can be used as a wing.
No. Use the guy.
Okay, to appease your ego, he's a guard.
Okay, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay, to appease your ego, he's a guard.
Go ahead.
Like I said before, we have a log drag.
Go ahead.
We have a log jam when it comes to Kuminga and stuff. And like I said, he's an ISO scorer, dude. He needs the ball in his hand to be effective, and he's not a good spacer. Him and Dyson together is not a good look because you got two guys that can't shoot and they need to drive in order to be effective. Okay. So for me I understand that we got rid of KP. I'm fine that we got rid of KP because, hey, he wasn't playing. Like, there's no reason to keep a guy that's not playing. But for me, from what I've also seen in other draft pick or mock drafts that you could have gotten guys that could have helped you in the center position or gotten you some draft compensation, even if it was a couple of second rounders that you could have reimbursed with the draft compensation. Because to me, Kuminga is like, yeah, the talent is there, but the basketball IQ in the field is not. He's not. Like, okay, and if we're trying to build a team and develop a team, I want smart players that know how to, especially in Quinn's system where you have to be highly intelligent to know how you do your own thing. I don't feel comfortable with a guy that misses his rotations, misses his switches. You tell him simple things and he doesn't pick it up. Steve Kerr talked about that. He doesn't pick up the simple stuff very well. So, y'all get hyped up about the talent. I'm looking about the fit because all I heard for the last 2 months with a certain individual was about fit. So let's keep the same energy.
Okay. Do you draft off fit or talent?
I draft off both. Here's my thing.
I'm asking you pick one. Do you draft off fit or talent? Because you only you got one pick. Are you picking a guy to fit your team? Or you picking the best talented player?
I'm picking the guy that fits my team.
If I had to pick the number one overall now, are you picking a guy with the best talent, or are you picking a guy that fits your team?
I'm picking Darian Peterson because he fits.
No. Listen to answer my question.
I just said it. I'm picking fit. If you're telling me if I had to pick AJ DeBonsa or Darian Peterson or Cameron Boozer, I'm picking DP.
Now find me any general manager. You got all night. That's it. They draft off of fit.
I probably can have to go and look, but I know there's some.
Find me a general manager who says they draft off of fit and not talent.
Landry Fields.
Landry Fields. Landry Fields.
Not GM anymore.
More read my mind. Let
me tell you something. Let me tell you, C Wonder, right? At the end of the day, your priority when you building a team is never fit. Your priority is going to be what? Talent. Always going to be talent. So you sitting up here telling me, these your words, he's talented, but he don't fit. That right there told me you don't really understand.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
You gonna let me finish? Didn't I shut up while you talk?
Not really, but okay.
I did, didn't I? I shut up for the last 2 minutes while you talk.
You did when I told you to chill out.
Can I get 2 minutes? Can I get 2?
Yeah, go ahead. It's your show. You do what you want to do.
It's our show, C Wonder. It's ours.
I appreciate you making me feel that way. I appreciate it.
Let me tell you something, man. That Kuminga deal is a blessing in disguise because you went and got a guy who the number 7 overall pick when he came in the league, who had 0 opportunity in Golden State because the coach didn't like him, just like he didn't like the number 2 overall pick they had in Wiseman. Okay.
And where's Wiseman?
Let me tell you what Jonathan Kuminga brings to the team that you don't have. You don't have force on this team.
Yeah, okay? Yeah, Hawks fan.
He's only out of the league because the game has changed.
You said we don't have what, Damon?
Here's the thing: force.
Okay.
Force. Jonathan Kuminga plays with power and force. Okay, he attacks the basket. He can get to the free throw line. He can finish at the rim, right? And here's the kicker: he can play. He's available. Okay,
I'll give you that.
KP, let me tell you what he just did, man. Honestly, took KP, who he wasn't going to bring back anyway, that probably nobody even wanted, to be honest with you. Okay, found a sucker to take KP. You get Kuminga. Let me tell you what he could do. You play Kuminga. You give him minutes with the second unit. If you like him, you got another year with him at $22 million. But guess what? If he play good and you don't want him, you could flip him. Okay, when he playing good. But guess what? If he come here and he's straight, let me keep it clean, and he boo the bed, guess what?
Thank you.
You let him leave and you lost nothing, but you got your same cap space that you was gonna get.
You didn't lose nothing. Here. You lost the draft pick. You lost
only gonna play for 3 games. Who's played 1 game in 2026?
Marion, I'll explain what I mean. Remember when we had to give up a draft pick to get KP? And that draft pick we gave KP.
The draft pick was you gave up the pick to get off T-Man contract.
Yeah, to get KP. Yeah, that was the only way it was going to work. You had to get KP.
Right.
That's my point. So you had to give up a pick to get KP.
Because you make trades, right? And you trying to get off bad contracts. Well, you trying to get off long money with T-Man was on that they didn't want. You have to give up an asset.
Damon, I understand that. Hold up. Let me explain. I understand that. What my point is like I said, I wanted KP to be traded because he isn't giving you anything. But what I'm saying is I'd rather you trade him to try to go get you an asset that is going to be here for the long term instead of someone you could just, as you just say, cut and be like,
how many people on the roster got a deal longer than 3 years on the Hawks?
No, that's not Jalen. I think Jalen and was it Okongwu? And Dyson.
Maybe Dyson.
So why
Okongwu has 3 years too.
So you can't see what he is doing. He don't want long money. So
hold up. I understand that.
You just said somebody who gonna be here for the long term.
Let me ask you something. The same thing that you're saying was the same thing the Wizards are saying about Cam Whitmore.
I don't care about Cam Whitmore.
Hang on, let me explain. They're not
the same player.
Let me explain. Well, Cam Whitmore is actually a lottery level talent. Many people thought that he was going to be a star player in this league, just like Kuminga. They said the same thing when it came to the Rockets, which is Ime was not giving him the opportunity he deserved. He needed to go to a different team to have that opportunity. And guess what? Cam Whitmore's on the bench at the tail end of the bench, not getting any minutes. Because why? Okay, cool. He is not as good as people proclaim him to be.
But listen, see, Wonder, you gotta understand. Like, you are right in a sense to where like he may not fit in the system, but like you don't sacrifice that for the upside of talent on a rental. Like if Auntie is correct, the upside is so much more worth it. The reward is so much more worth it
You're right.
The downside, because you're not.
You're right.
But he just got to be right this one time. And
listen,
he's already shown.
I'm not rooting Mora. I'm not rooting against this because I do like Kuminga. I do. I think that Steve Kerr did him a little bit dirty, and I felt like I do want him to have an opportunity.
You just hold on. Earlier, you just said that Steve Kerr was right, and basically you called Kuminga stupid. Okay, you said
because he didn't want to take the time to develop him.
But now you just flipped it. You just
I did not. Hold up. Listen to what I said.
Wait, am I said this? Marion, did he just flip or no?
He flipped.
No, I did not. Hold up. I did not flip. Here's the if you
he just not flip. Did at the beginning?
Come on, let me speak, and I can explain what I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
You did.
Okay, my position.
You contradict yourself there.
I believe. Two things can be true at the same time. I could think that Chris Kerr was right on certain points about Kuminga, but how he executed it, I could say I disagree, and I thought that he did him dirty. Because you could say, Kuminga is not smart, doesn't pick it up. But just putting him on the bench and not working with him individually or talking to him individually, and you just putting his butt on the bench and not allowing him to play through his mistakes is not a good thing either.
But you just said he fucks up. Oh, my bad for the language. He messes up on the switching.
Yes.
He got low basketball IQ. So why would Steve Kerr play him?
I would say that you could play him in low risk minutes or many minutes, not just give him a DMP. Or like send him to the G League or something. Like you just don't put his butt on the bench. That's not how you're gonna learn your mistakes. Is just sitting your butt on the bench.
You don't put a guy like that in the G League, C Wonder.
Well, you don't. How's he gonna learn, Ryan? How's he gonna learn?
With repetition. You do know he's taken the least amount of shots his whole career.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And he's averaging the lowest minutes since he got drafted.
Yeah, I know that. But that's why my point. How is he going to learn if you don't give him an opportunity? You can be right, and I agree. There's things about John Kuminga that I don't like. But when it comes to this, you guys just said about talent, even with Zach, you got to give the guy an opportunity to kind of show what he can do.
Sometimes a change of scenery is probably the best medicine.
It may be, and like I said, it may be for John. I'm not rooting against John.
It's true.
I want this to work, but I'm looking at it from the basketball minds that I've listened to, and even when
I don't think it's a good fit.
Brad Rowland said he doesn't know whether this is going to work or not.
Listen, guys.
Brad Rowland talked about it, and I'm like, I don't know.
And then we're gonna go to Marion, Archie, Larry, and Kool-Aid. Listen, let me say this. They don't care about fit when it comes to talent. If you have talent, coaches don't care. You never hear when coaches say, give me these two superstars, we're going to make it work. Because they don't care about the fit. I don't know why y'all keep saying that. If you talented,
that's not how I look at the game.
Listen, in the NBA, if you are talented, you're going to play. They don't care about the fit. The fit is for your role players. Okay? It's for the dudes on the $2 million contract. But when you got talent, when you are lottery pick and got talent, they don't care. That's why they draft.
Demond, all I heard for the last 2 months was about fit when it came to a certain individual. And now all of a sudden fit don't matter anymore.
I don't talk about fit. Who I talk about fit about? I don't talk about
Jay Foot Mora at one time.
About is you good or not? You're not good. That's talent. I don't talk about fit.
I think we get more athletic and have more size. And
you ain't never heard me talk about fit. Oh man, this dude don't fit here. Hell no. What I say is this: he's a bum or he good. That's what I say. Let's go to Mary and then we go to Archie, Larry, and Kool-Aid.
All right.
Did you want to say something, Hawks fan, my boy? Okay, go ahead, Mary.
Yeah.
Hang on, guys. I gotta see y'all later because I gotta take care of some church business. But I appreciate the time, man. Thank y'all. Hopefully, I'll see y'all later on tonight.
Proving you wrong on the daily, C Wonder.
Demond, you don't be proving nobody wrong because you just flip flop as much as anybody on here. Because you thought we were, you thought we were the stuff, and right now we barely.
I did, but guess what?
So we all wrong
but
up in here.
Hey, they changed course, so I'm changing course.
I am too. I'm embracing the rebuild. I just want us to do it right. That's all I'm saying.
We're gonna make the playoffs. This is
I'm changing course with the
while being competitive.
We going to play hard, get better. What's good, Mary?
What's going on? Two things. The first thing is a minor thing, but I wanted to mention it because it's kind of slick. I think one of the things that Ansih has done, and maybe he's setting the table to get rid of Quinn, is that he's gotten rid of some of Quinn's best weapons, if you think about it. The thing that makes Quinn's offense work is shooters, and we just traded away every high-level shooter that we've had, and we replaced them. When you talk about Vic, when you talk about Luke Kennard, when you talk about KP, those are some of our higher-level shooters. We just replaced all three of them. We do have CJ and all that, but I don't consider them as being specialists. So we replaced all of our specialists. But here's the second thing, and it kind of ties into what the way that C Wonder could have gone. And this is a rebuttal to you, Damon. I don't think that we're bringing Kuminga in here to be a bench player. I think that if you look at it, all the fights that he had with Steve Kerr would be the same fights that he had with Quinn if we bringing him off the bench. Because his fights with Steve Kerr was that he was coming off the bench, didn't get playing time. His fights with Steve Kerr is that Steve Kerr runs a 5-out offense, and he's more of an isolation player. His fights with Steve Kerr was that Steve Kerr doesn't develop and doesn't do anything but tell him to go stand on the corner. So those same 3 fights that he had with Steve Kerr would be the same fights that he had with Quinn. The only difference would be if we played him in starters minutes. If we played him in starters minutes, it would affect everything. Now, this is the third point. I had a third point. I don't know how long Dyson is going to be starting. I think Dyson might be headed to the bench because we're going to need the spacing and we're going to need the shooting, and we could probably put Gabe Vincent in that spot because if you play Dyson alongside a Kuminga, it's not going to work. So Dyson, even though he represents the only stitch of defense that we have, I think that Dyson might be headed to the bench to give Quinn more scoring for the last half of the season, unless we're going to get rid of him at the All-Star break.
Okay, let me respond. Dyson is going to be the starting point guard. Gabe Vincent is on the bench.
I can see that.
I don't even want to see Gabe Vincent play, to be honest.
Gabe Vincent is a shooter, but Kuminga on the bench. Let me tell you something about Kuminga, right? What Kuminga's looking for right now is an opportunity. You know what he about to do? He gonna come off that bench and he gonna hoop out of control. You know why?
Yep.
Because what do they tell you in football? Even when you on a losing team, you play your ass off because what? That shit on tape. So with Kuminga, right? He got options. He come here, he ball, he stays with the Hawks, right? Or he come here, he balls, and he go to the Hawks and say, "Hey, I would like an opportunity to be a starter." So then the Hawks could say, "Okay, well, listen, we don't think we got a guy we like. What we'll do is we'll try to move you somewhere else and get assets in return." That's why I keep telling y'all, this is the KP stuff is a win. The Hawks don't lose. The worst that can happen with the Hawks, with the Kuminga stuff, is he come here and be a bum this year, and we just don't
trade him in the offseason.
Hold on, one thing. Just to be clear,
let him leave and you cap space.
Hold on, damn. Let me just say this one thing. Just to be clear, I appreciate and I love the trade of KP for Kuminga and Hill. I don't have any problems with that because we took nothing and got something for it. So
and you gave up, Marion. You gave up 2 shooters, right? You gave up. You got rid of Vitt.
Yep.
You got rid of Kennard, right? Kennard was expiring, and he probably wasn't coming back. Okay. But you picked up Gabe Vincent, who's a 3-point shooter. You picked up Buddy Hield, he a 3-point shooter, and Buddy Hield ain't costing you nothing.
That's
right, bro. We're going to be fine.
Hey, real quick, DeMar. With that being said, which y'all ain't, I'm thinking future wise. Okay, yeah. I hear a lot of people say we're not developing Zach. Playing time is development. If they continue not to see what they're looking for in him, and if Kuminga pop in anyway, you already got a lottery pick coming in. Zach can be a trade asset. He was already rumored in certain trades for a star big in the first place. JJ and Kuminga are 23 and 24. You're gonna see what you have with them. Not saying they're gonna pan out like this. They can develop jump shots and get better as they go. What you're looking at, I'm not saying they're gonna be this, but you got a Brown and Tatum kind of connection there at the 3 and the 4. I didn't say they're gonna be that good, bro. I'm saying size-wise, they both
possibility, yeah.
169.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Bulky, man. Hey, I'm hyped. I really do want to see what he looked like. Now, if Zach developed the way he looked, I mean, it's a lot of ways it can go. Zach developed. Shoot, we all want him to slide in at the 2 eventually, but with his development, I think they're waiting, like Damon was saying. That's gonna be down the line. Like he's developing, but they're not looking at him as a player now to really contribute to wins. That's why I'm saying if Kuminga do anything that popped and stands out, and it looked like Jalen Johnson and Kuminga can play together at that 3 and 4 spot, Zach can move because you got another lottery pick that's coming in anyway that you can develop develop, and your core is still young.
Yep.
I don't understand y'all lack of patience with Zach.
If you're trying to get maximum,
Jalen didn't really start hooping until like the third year.
If you're really trying to get a maximum return, you let Kuminga pop off.
Another good thing Kuminga could do is play defense.
You know what you could get for Kuminga?
Better than Zach?
Yeah, he does play
better than Zach.
Yeah, he does.
I'd say he's probably
ridiculous. Mike, you know why? It's the difference is he can body up.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. What it is
Kuminga can guard 3s and 4s, but Zach cannot guard 4s.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Now
Zach was playing the 4 versus Miami,
but he get killed. He wasn't
getting killed in Miami.
Okay, I don't know what game.
I just feel like we
hold
can't
on.
get good players.
Bro, let's be real. Everybody be having a bad game. What's good, Larry? Larry up in the whip.
What's going on, fellas? Happy trade day for the Hawks.
And make sure y'all vote in the poll, man.
Yeah, I did. I feel like Dan. I think Dan took a lot of my thunder. I feel like that trade right there. You can tell the trades that was for Ansi to build for the future. You can tell the trades that was for Quinn to try to get him some players to try to win right now. And the Trae Young trade, instead of getting picks and getting Kispert with CJ, was a Quinn move. This is a guy I want to move forward with Kispert. It's on a cheap deal. You know what I'm saying? I think he's better than Veit. We can kind of shot Veit and see what we can do. And it happened. We shot Veit. We get picks. Boom. The Jonathan Kuminga deal. We wanted Kuminga. Plain and simple. Yes, he could back up JJ, but he also could play the 3 also. And somebody look it up. I think he shoots better than Zach at 3 this season.
Nah, he don't.
Kuminga shoots 32%.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
No, he don't.
Zach's better than that. But I do understand about the whole. I think we want to get more physical. The reason why, I do not think that Jonathan Kuminga is a better defender than Zach. What I do think is he's a more physical player. We are way too skinny. I keep mentioning this on my stream, man. We are a very physically challenged team. We are always the skinniest team out there, man. We look like kids.
Larry,
that's what I meant to say, Mike.
Let Larry finish. Let him finish.
I just want to ask him before he move on. Do you think the way Kuminga was beefing with the coach affect his play as far as defense? Because I've seen when he was involved, the guy can defend.
100%.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That issue with Kerr and Kuminga was personal, dog.
No, right. It was very toxic.
So that's what I'm saying. I can't say Zach is a better defender once. I'm saying once he get physical, when he's getting a little bit more physical, yeah, he might be the better defender. But right now, I'll let you continue. My bad. I'm talking.
No. That was very toxic. I remember Kuminga going at John Collins and dog walking him on offense and defense. You know what I'm saying? So I like the talent. And I don't know about no Jaylen Brown and Tatum. I don't think either one is that skilled. It could be something different. What I will say is that I think that the intrigue for Anssi coming from Golden State, knowing the talent, you know what I'm saying? He's the one that went and got him. Asking Quinn, do you think he can fit in the system? Guys, I feel like Quinn has more power than people let on. Like, if you're going to trade away Trey, who he came here for, then we got to build it different, and you got to get me players that I can win with, or I'm out the door. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. Now, that could be true. It could not be true. I feel like the organization loves Quinn. Whenever he leaves, he's going to leave on his own volition. I hate that, but it is what it is. So they're making moves to make this coach happy. That's what's happening right now. Okay, if we end up trading Zach, then I don't even want to talk about who was right or wrong. We wasted a pick in one of the best center drafts in over a decade. So again, hopefully we'll see Quinn turn a corner, but I'm kind of thinking they're going to split time. And I think Kispert going to play more as shooting guard now. And they, you know, like, depending on the rotations, shooting guard, depending on, let CJ run the point, since him and CJ got that chemistry. Like, they don't even have to think about it when they play together. He know where he going to go, how he like to catch the ball, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So I think, and they're going to still end with CJ. They might not end with Dyson anymore. That might be like what happened last game, depending on if he's like real passive, because shooting 4 times a game, you didn't do nothing really. You know what I'm saying? So even if you out there and you missing or whatever, at least you're like actively have to be guarded. When you pass up enough that you're just passing the ball and you're not even looking for a shot, even looking for your little float or whatever, you're useless. So again, I think the prize of it was Kuminga. And this is going to put a lot of pressure on Zach. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he rises to the occasion. If not, then, I mean, it is what it is. So hopefully, I'm rooting for it because I think a 6'10" wing that can shoot could definitely help. But again, the confidence thing wise, he just got to take it into his own hands, man. Like I love when he came down and freaking just shot the ball in transition. Damn these other guys. You got to do that sometimes. Just show some initiative. I mean, that's why Quinn took Dyson out, because he wasn't even looking at the basket. Quinn would yank you out.
Hey, let me get everybody to talk.
Go ahead.
I got to get ready to get off here. You know, I'm still at work.
Go ahead.
I'm still logged in my computer, man. So let me go Kool-Aid. Yeah. Then we'll go across the room real quick. Give me a quick 30-second recap of what you think, and then we're gonna end it. And we'll be back tonight, guys, for watch along.
Hawks Jazz.
And who we play tonight?
Jazz.
I thought Ron said Hawks Jets. I was like,
we played the Jazz, man.
I know.
Jazz.
I couldn't hear. Watch along tonight. And don't forget, we got the post-game live show. So go ahead, Kool-Aid. Then we're gonna start with Marion. Y'all, we'll go around quick 30 seconds, and then I got to take my butt back to work before I get fired.
All right, guys. What's up? Hey, man, I told you they were gonna make some trades, but I told you it's gonna be an unsaid, throw it up against the wall and see what he get. The moves was good, but the thing was that I think KP came here to play with Trey. And when all the moves and stuff were made, I think KP wasn't happy anymore. He wasn't enthusiastic. And so it just came to the point he made every excuse he could make not to play no basketball. And so it was a good move. You had to go ahead and move on to KP, but it's something Foot said. Then I'm going to let it go right there, and I get into it later on tonight. But it's something Foot said. The moves that Anssi made is helping other teams. And I think this KP trade to Golden State is going to be what might catapult them into getting into the Eastern Conference Final or even the finals again. That, especially if Curry can stay healthy. Man, but the Kuminga thing.
Are you for real?
Yeah, I'm for real.
Bruh, he might not even play for another month.
The money Kool-Aid.
They just gonna hold him out for playoffs.
You think he fake?
They gonna hold him out until they gonna hold him out until to the playoffs. Watch and see.
Now I will say this, Kool-Aid, if for some reason, and I wouldn't be shocked because y'all know how I am. I wouldn't be shocked if he put on another jersey that don't say Atlanta. He automatically healthy. You know how we do it.
Guys, Golden State said he healthy for Saturday to play Saturday.
He should. He only played one game in 2026.
I know.
I did see that, Larry.
4 games in 3 months.
Well, remember the Hawks made him available, and then they took him right off again.
He's been rehabbing for 2 months. Go ahead.
KP came up for one reason.
Let's go around the room so I can go ahead.
Play with Trae Young.
Who cares? KP gone now.
Yeah, I'm at work too. He's gonna be balling outrageous. He's gonna be player of the month for March. Mark it down. I love the trade. I think that we went from nothing to something. I think that was good. We are changing the dynamic of this team, and looking forward to see what it's going to be. Because to be honest, can't really tell right now. I don't know if we're play hard, get better, or we trying to get that 6th spot. But either way, I'll be watching, and hopefully we'll do well.
Ryan.
I think they were all good trades. I think, and I don't think anybody said this, but I think a need outside of a big center and probably a point guard was our backup small forward. I think Kuminga can really help with that position.
Kispert backup small forward too.
True, but I in terms, I'd probably have Kispert be a guard versus a small forward. But yeah, look forward to tonight seeing. I think only Jock Landale is available to play. Everybody else is on their way to Atlanta right now. So, but overall, I give all the trades all lumped all together probably a B plus. But so.
All right. I ain't mad at you. Kool-Aid. 30 seconds.
Oh, I thought I had win already. Didn't I go?
Yeah, go ahead. I saw some smoke. I thought you was in the garage. Go ahead, Kool-Aid.
Oh, okay. I thought I had went already, but yeah, man.
No, quick 30 seconds. We're going around the room. I'm about to end the show.
Oh, okay.
End the show.
Okay, yeah, man. I the trade is good, man. You had to get rid of KP. I mean, KP wasn't in it anymore. So we'll see what Kuminga. You see what my thing says at the bottom. We better win.
Better win.
That's all matter. We better win.
What's good, Dan?
Hey, I like it. I think JJ and Kuminga about to turn up, honestly.
Hey, I'm with
you. Last thing, unrelated. I tried to hop on here when C Wonder was on. That boy, Cam, what's his name? Was not a lottery pick. He was a 20th pick, and right now he's not playing because he has a blood clots, just like a lot of NBA players after they got the COVID vaccine, suffering from clots.
Whitmore.
Yeah, Cam Whitmore. He's suffering from blood clots.
What is that?
That's why he's not playing. That's what I wanted. I was trying to hop on.
Hey, come up here tonight for the post game live show, damn.
No, I don't know. I can't talk to that man. That boy, he be saying crazy stuff.
Nah, he won't let you speak.
Hey, let's go. Go ahead, Larry, man. I like see. Well, hey, real quick, I like C Wonder, man. But I'm gonna tell you something. C Wonder done turned to a different person since Trae got traded.
Yeah,
right.
He used to be so positive. Now, bro, it's doom and gloom.
Larry, man, get little man home. He sleep back there.
Oh man, it's so doom and gloom. He's not out, man. Get that man home, man.
Little man want to go home, go to sleep, man. My daddy got
he like that. Hey, he like that.
He's trying to get in the stream. That's what he's trying to do.
That's how kids be throwing them little hints.
Yeah, time to go.
Come on, Daddy.
Nah, man. Appreciate you having me on the stream as always. Make sure you guys watch both of us. You know what I'm saying? Dual stream. Have one on the computer, have one on your phone.
Yeah, tap in. The tonight. Dixon Way is Larry's channel.
Yeah. I like the deals that we did. I think Lindell is gonna be better than what we think. You know what I'm saying? He can stretch the floor. He can rebound. He can actually set picks. So yeah, I like that a lot. I like the assets that Ansi got. I really like the Kuminga because guess what? It's little risk or high reward, guys. It's literally like we control his future. We can pay him, you know what I'm saying, the last year. We can opt in or we can let him go if he's a headache. But at least he can play. Like KP wasn't even playing, bro. Like, so, I mean, that in itself is, I mean, it's just golden. So I feel like he's going to play hard for his next contract. And that could be very good for us as a Hawks team. Go Hawks.
All righty. Hey, salute to everybody who tapped in with us, man, on the chat, on YouTube, on X. We appreciate the support. We be here tonight. Salute to everybody who came on the panel. Remember, hey, if you want to come voice your opinion, just follow the link. Make sure your camera on. This is a fan channel. You feel me? And you could tap in with me or you could tap in with Larry, The Dixon Way. That's his channel in his name at the below. Make sure if you're not watching me, you can watch Larry, or like Larry say, put one on the phone, one on the laptop. You can watch both of us. So, and then make sure you tap into our post-game live show tonight. It's probably gonna be lit. It usually is lit. You know what I'm saying? We up here having a good time, man. So, Leon, we about to end the show. Leon, I got a real job. I gotta go finish. So, I'm gonna catch y'all tonight, man. Y'all stay tuned, and we up out of here, gang. Let me put on my little outro music. And we gonna tap in with y'all. You feel me?